What's up, y'all? It's Jam and Sam, and today we're going to restore the Pokémart music from Pokémon Ruby and Sapphire. And let's play it once so you can hear it. Nice. Okay, so let's check out this first channel. We've got silence first, and then a piano that turns into an organ. Dum 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 dum. And then it's a piano. So it only it keeps changing a bunch of times actually. So let's go and find all our piano first. So it starts off, this part is organ. Okay, so this little trill of notes is a piano too. This is not. And then it becomes an organ again. And then a piano. Nice. Okay, so this is all piano. Let's go and copy this. And then find verse empty and call it melody. And then we go to our newly created Sound Canvas channel, paste that there, and we're going to put this all the way to the beginning. Remove those two bars. But we have nothing. Why? Oh, because it's disabled now. So let's go and make this a SC88 Pro Mat Piano 1, and let's remove the reverb. There's our piano. Turn up the cutoff, make it brighter. Dun, 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 dun. Nice. Okay, now let's call this piano. Lovely. Now let's clone this and make it an organ. So let's just go organ 2 actually. We want organ 2 for this game. Okay, so now we want to select all of our organ parts. Dum 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 dum. And then it stops here. Dun, 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 dun. And we have more organ. Control Shift, drag. Dun, 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 dun. And then this last part is organ, with the exception of the very last part. Okay, so let's copy that part. And then go to melody. Piano number 2, which we still have to name. And let's move this over here. Let's call this organ an organ. Heyo, welcome, John. Jean, how do you say? I don't know how to say that. Jan. John Sala, how do you approach finding the original keyboards and samples? Well, first I check this video game music sheet and see if they have it. It's linked on every Pokemon video. You have at the very bottom of the description. You have if you have a for more information link, and then you can see the link to the sheet where Pokemon is stored. And they have most of the luckily all this game was just Sound Canvas, which most games are just Sound Canvas. So chances are most games you'll find what you need on the Sound Canvas. This Sound Canvas VA plugin right here, which has pretty much most of the Roland samples that everybody uses. And if I don't find them there, then I go and search for. I have a big bank of the common samples used in those days. But the 2000s are not very well understood. Mostly the 90s had a smaller pool to sample from, so it's easier to find stuff from the 90s. In the 2000s, everything opened up, so it's harder. It's a lot harder. I'm sorry to bother you, but something not on top of it. Sam has any videos explaining how he got the sound to recreate Super, like he's done the Super Metroid? Just got the vinyl. Okay, so you can find these discs. Like you can find these samples online at various places, but you need to have a little bit of computer know-how to open them. I'm using Contact to open most of these samples, and then some of them are stored in a file called a sound font file. So you need to be able to open that with the DAW. And then and then if you have an ISO of one of the discs that it uses, then Contact and Daemon Tools can mount. Like Daemon Tools can mount it, and Contact can read it. So if you have Contact 5 specifically, after Contact 5, they ended support for those kind of things. And now you need Contact 5 specifically to do that. But some of them exist as just samples. It's very hard to find it if you can't really find anything if you're just using samples, because all these are patches with multiple samples within it. Yeah, Contact is pretty versatile. But it's not as versatile after 5 because they ended support for ISOs. So I don't know why they did that, but it was a big bummer for that stuff. So I had to get Contact 5. So how this, yeah, they used the same libraries because they were like, oh well, what works, you know. Sound Canvas usually worked for most people, not so much for the SNES. For some composers like Donkey Kong Country used a bunch of different stuff all over the board, so it was a lot of searching to find that. And for Super Metroid, it was most of it was listed. I just had to search around. And well, back when I made them, they weren't listed, but now they're listed on the main sheet. So that wasn't always there. But anyway, this game is super easy. It's all just Sound Canvas. So because as we can see, that's all we ever use is just Sound Canvas. And that was the case for a lot of GBA games, but not all of them. Some of them, yeah, I guess they came stocked with the Sound Canvas samples. Wonder how they turned analog, I assume, keyboards into digital sound fonts in games. They didn't turn any sound fonts in games. There were no sound fonts in games. It was just samples. Like it was a single sample. They literally just recorded one note of a synthesizer and stored it in the game. And then the game played all the music. So all you need is just a recording of one note from a synthesizer, and the game plays that synthesizer. So it's all just like digital recording. It's not like you don't have to make like a sound font and everything, but there's like sound fonts of these keyboards made now that there's support for sound fonts. Hi Jamie, welcome. Welcome to the stream. Thank you, I really appreciate it. Your reconstructions are amazing. Thank you, Unheard. You're welcome. Glad you enjoy it. All right, so this is, yeah, we have our melody, and let's see. So we've got, now we want to take our panning, which is all static center, so we don't need to do anything there, but our volume has a lot of moving around. So let's copy these both to the piano and organ. But remember, we have removed two bars of space, so we'll be removing 2 bars of space from here as well. And that would be, wait, it's actually 4 bars, I think, because this doesn't start until Yeah, it's three. No, it's 3 bars. 3 bars. Okay, so 3 bars of space are being removed, and this would be. We want to be careful not to remove the beginning, because if you remove the beginning, it's going to remove all this. That's just the way FL Studio does automation, which is not really a great system, but we'll work within it. Let's see. So this part, this is pretty much 3 bars. So if we do that, yeah, then that 1 bar comes in. Okay, so we've got that, and let's copy this with the space removed and paste it to the organ now. Now, there's also echo notes that we want to remove here and replace with an actual delay plugin. So if you look here, this, boom, boom. I want to remove those. Bum, 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 ba-rum, ba-rum. And then in the piano, we have some over here. Dun, 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 dun. It's a catchy tune. Dun. And then we have some more in the organ. Okay, more here. Boom, boom. I like that cadence. Okay, so that's all of them. Now we just want to, well, I need to copy did I copy this? Yes, I did. Now, well, first off, I want to finish my automation by grabbing the vibrato, which we have some missing information here, so let's go and grab that. And so here's where the missing vibrato is. Let's see. It's going to be at the end of this little block right here. So that means that here we want to take that. That's about 2 bars. So 2 bars before this. Wow. See, this is why FL Studio is terrible at automation. So we can't do that. We're just going to have to go. I think we have to take some after this. It would work if we took some after this. Let's try that. Yeah, that's how it works. Yes, there we go. Okay, now let's take everything but the first 3 bars, because the first 3 bars are just space, it's just drums, and we're doing this for the melody, so we don't want any space. Now, for the melody, I think it's just the organ that has a vibrato. Let's go to generators, organ, and then go down to modulation wheel, paste. And then, of course, this space is going to be blank, so let's fill it in. Now, it's not very hard to hear the vibrato because it's slow. There you go. Yeah, you can really hear it there. Which actually occurs right here. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, that's good. Anyway, let's see. One more question. Are the versions of on your Patreon different? I noticed some of yours, you listed some as beta versions. I'm not really sure. I'll have to go and check on that. I didn't really put very many of my restorations on Patreon. Patreon is mostly for my original work. And some people support me for my restorations through Patreon. because I have that link to donate, but most of the content on my Patreon is just my original works. These restorations are free. They're all free for digital download. But there are the only betas are real. There's no betas stored online. I don't keep any betas really. If you really want the official versions, you just go download go to the video and download. There's a download link for each of them. Just download the official one. Those are the ones that are the most updated. Anyway, so now we give these mixer tracks. And then we go drag in our default, which includes chorus, saturation, and an exciter. Let's call this one organ. And we'll give it reverb. Now it pops. But I think we really want highs on here, and more highs on here too. Ah, there's a note that I forgot. An echo note that I forgot. Yes, this right here. Whoops, I have to zoom in more for that. I think I missed a whole nother phrase too. Wow. And I think this is in thirds. This song is in thirds. Yeah, it is. It's in triplets. So let's go to project general settings. No, wait. That would mean we just want to set the snap to thirds. Yeah, see, that makes everything more in line. And then we have forgot this one too. Let me just go and check and make sure there's no low velocity notes. Okay, nice. Now let's go and add in our delays here. We need the Fruity Delay 3, not Delay Bank. Fruity Delay 3. And then this will be, we need this to be like a third of a step? No. It's like, so there's a, so one step would be that much. We need a step and a third, I guess. I think we better, no, we have to add it up because it's like, it's in thirds of a step. We need triplets. It's like 2/3 of a step. Let me try to, let me just keep going up in thirds. Hold on. Let's try to set it to like 16, because 16 is a third, really. But I can't quite get it to 16 unless I just... Let me just, maybe if I make this bigger? No. There we go, 16. Oh no, it ruins it if we use the mouse wheel. So I would say that, let's see, let's just keep going up in thirds. So I can't really tell where the time, I'm trying to get the timing right here. Let's see. Let's see, if I put a note here, I want it to, let's time it like this. If I put a note here, I want to know whenever it blends. So it's pretty much blending right now. No, wait, it's not. It's actually, because it's only one echo. So I can hear da-da-dum. So let's go to, that means it needs to be more. Oh, it's because that note is gonna delay too. I think that should do it. That sounds right. Let's give it like 10% and then you put it at 38% of this and then give it some offset. Nice. Okay, now we need to do the same for the organ. Let's go give it Fruity Delay 3. And then I want to copy the timing knob. Copy value. Go to paste. And then go to make the feedback like 10%. And then make the wet 38%. And set the offset to the right a little bit. Give it some spread. Nice. I don't know why we have a space here though. What is that all about? I think it's probably because of the volumes. Volumes usually do some like arbitrary stuff at the end. Yes, okay. Now from the other one. Yes, there we go. Okay. Let's see. Okay, no more. Yes, okay. Now, let's go on to the next channel. Oh, we have synths. This is a layer of the melody, actually. So, let's just put that in the melody then. No, we better put it in synth. Because we always put it in synths. Let's go. What instrument is this? This is a synth? I know this is a pulse. Dun, 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 dun. And it stays a pulse for the whole time. We have center pan the whole way through. And static volume. Now let's go and grab this line, drag in our pulse. Nice, now let's paste it here. But it's too loud. Now we have to go and add a mixture track real quick. And then drag in the default, turn it down to about 15 dB, and call it pulse. And we also have a lot of echo notes here, so let's go and remove those. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, that's gonna get annoying. I'm gonna stop that. Okay, that's all. Yep, definitely all. Okay, now we need delay on this thing. But we can do that within the pulse. So let's, because it has a built-in effects thing in it. Now the timing goes in thirds with the mouse wheel. Okay, that sounds about right. Let's set the feedback to 10%. Give it some stereo offset. And let's set it to about 38%. Nice. And how many is that? How much timing is that? 2 steps? I feel like it shouldn't be that, but you know. Maybe it is because it's like a third. I guess it's changing it into a third of a step. Okay, nice. What program are you using? FL Studio 20. You did a great job on Gentleman theme. It sounds beautiful. Ah, thank you, Jamie. I'm glad you enjoy it. Thanks, Sam. I really appreciate answering your questions. Thanks again. You're welcome, Unheard. What is that? I moved on my desk. Oops, new place. Who dis? All right, so sounds just like I remember. Ah, I'm glad. So let's go and let's see. We got all of that pretty much. That's good. That's done. Let's see if we have any. Oh, we have a lower volume. But that's just gonna make it harder to hear the that's just gonna make it not push the saturation enough. So let me just go and take it by ear. Now let's go and put it down based on that. Let's see, this is peaking at like 15. Okay, so let's go and measure. And this one's measuring at 18, so let's just go down a few more dB. Oh no, but that's impossible. Okay, it sounds a lot quieter. And we also have to disable the chorus since there's already chorus in the patch. Nice, okay. Now let's move this to, wait, let's see if we have, no vibrato. What's next? Ah, we have a fretless bass. So let's clone this organ. It's Alt and press Alt. Hold Alt and press the arrow keys down. Let's call this bass. Now let's change this to a bass, fretless bass. Nice. Lovely. Okay, now let's copy that. Actually, we don't want that space, so let's go like that. Let's find first empty, call it bass. And then let's Alt-C to change it to channel 1. Now now we have to just remove all of these. Where are those high notes? Ah, these are the high notes. Okay. Dun 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 dun. Okay, that's enough of that. Let's have some silence. And the sound of silence. And we can't glue them together. There's a function that like takes notes that are next to each other and just merges them into one automatically. But we can't do that because we need the lengths to stay the same, because it'll absorb the notes instead of like just deleting them. So there's no function to just delete them. It's only the glue tool. We don't want to use that. So one by one deletion it is. But we're almost done anyway. Except for this part that has a lot of echoes. La da dee doo, dum da 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 dee. All right, we got that. Now let's go and give it a mixer track. This is gonna be, we're gonna reset this volume and actually copy the same. Actually, let's check for, okay, so it's got the same volume. Let's just copy that value. Now this pan changes a lot. Is this just because of the, is this just like the echoes or? No, I think it's the high notes. It's those high notes coming in, which is strange. I don't know why they're doing that. That's like not kind of a bass thing to do. Not a very bass thing to do. So let's go and copy that over. And then remember we have 3 bars of silence to remove. Wait a minute. I think it's more like 4 bars of silence. Yeah, because this one, because that piano has that intro, this doesn't. Ah, that's why I was hearing echoes, but I'm like, oh wait, that's because it's in the organs mixture track, and the organ already has an echo on it. Okay, so let's drag in the default after giving it a mixer track and call it bass. Now let's give it its own delay, and which we will copy the timing knob from the others, and then do paste. Let's turn the feedback level down to 10%. Turn the wet down to 35. Give it some spread, some fusion. Let's turn the offset to the left this time. Nice. Now there's some EQing going on, I think, here. If we check the original, obviously the top part sounds different because it's like a low sample being pitched way up. That happens when you have a thing. Okay, let me see what y'all are saying. Catchy melody, indeed a catchy melody. Just so it sounds like baseball music. Ah, yes, take me out to the ball game. But we're only concerned about the low notes for here, because that top note is just like just not gonna sound like that. So we're only concerned with the low notes. Actually, I think that sounds the same. Yeah, it sounds good. All right, so now let's move on to the next thing. We have this one channel with just a little thing in there, just like a little thing at the end, really. Harp. And then it switches to the complete right channel. But this is a layer of this other part. Ah, the synth layers with that. Okay. So let's go and copy that. Copy those notes. And this is going to be, we're going to clone the bass. And we're going to hold Alt and down. And then call this harp. And then we're going to go string/orchestra, harp. And then we're going to go head on over to melody. And we'll put this wherever is makes it the end. See, like this, there's some space here because this goes exactly at the end. All right. Now let's Alt-C to change it to channel 1. Okay, and this is supposed to be, this channel is going to be quieter than that. Now this we're going to give its own mixer track. Call it harp. Drag in the default. Give it reverb. Oh, I forgot to give the bass reverb. Nice. And this does not change, but the panning does change. So let's go and copy that. Actually, we only need to copy this part, because this is like the first, with the first three bars omitted. So let's go to melody, go to harp, paste this here. And now, because FL Studio is not very good with automation, this part will be gone, so we just have to fill it back in. All right. Nice. Now let's move on to the next channel, which is a synth channel. And this part is, oh, this is a different one. This is a different synth. And so this is not going to change. This is always a pulse. And this is like, let's see, this one's a layer of the melody, but this one's just panned to the left. This one's panned to the right. Okay. So this is just a separate pulse then. So let's clone the pulse. And let's hold Alt and use the arrow keys to push it down here. And let's go and grab this from the piano roll. Okay, so let's put this in synth. And this is going to go actually in the next bar. And we're going to remove these notes too. Why it's getting distorted, I don't know. Oh, it's probably because it's overloading the saturation knob too much. Let me go and fix that real quick. Yeah, that's crazy. Oh, because I didn't make it quiet. There we go. This is probably gonna get the same exact delay. That's why I don't need to give it its own mixer track. And maybe I better lower the saturation knob even more. Or I could always apply that. Kind of that level of volume that was there before. And then this one right here, apply that. And copy this right here too. Now we can keep on deleting the thing. Deleting the notes. Okay, here we go. All right, so that's good. We got that. And we can actually raise the thing here to back to 15. Nice. Okay, so let's move on to the next thing, which is a what is this wave? I think this is the that's the rounded pulse, rounded square. Okay, so let's drag in our rounded square. Let's copy these notes. And I think it's gonna start right here. Oh wait, we have to give that a mixer track now. Drag in the default, call it rounded square. And then remove the chorus. Whoa, that is way too loud. Let's give it, there we go. Thing just screeched at me. There doesn't seem to be any echo notes. Ah, but speaking of echo notes, I forgot to add the echo to this pulse. Oh, I didn't actually. It got enabled because we cloned the original pulse. Okay. Now, this also has a custom volume knob. Paste that there, and this is going to be right hand. Nice. Okay, now let's go move on to the next thing, which is, what is this? This is just like the part of the piano sweep. So combined with this, I think it's like a chord, right? No, I think that's just an echo. Oh, it's an echo that sweeps. What? Okay, let me check this out. This is obviously a piano slide, but it's not an echo. He's like, it's like it's like when you do a piano slide, you got your finger running on the keyboard, so you're gonna hit more than one key. So that's what he's going for here. Is like he's hitting more than one key with the piano. Okay. And this is gonna have a different panning, so we want it to be a different layer of the piano. So let's select channel 2 and Alt-C to change. And then we're gonna go and grab this panning sweep. Volume's gonna be the same, 59, oh wait, no, 64% versus 59%. So that means, oh wait, no, there's an automation there. So let's go into the melody and grab this automation and cut it. Go to project, piano, and paste it to volume 1 instead. That's going to be only the first layer of the first channel of Sound Canvas VA. And now then we're going to go grab our panning sweep on this second layer. For some reason the second layer pans, but the first layer doesn't. I don't know why that is. But let's go to pan 2 now and paste this here. But remember, FL Studio gives us this space, or we copied it with space, so now let's remove that. Nice, okay, so let's fill that in. Nice, now the second layer has a audible reverb on it, so let's go and remove that, and also set the cutoff filter to make it bright. There we go. Nice. Now let's remove this arbitrary self-promotion tag from GBA Muse Ripper. Now, yes. Okay, so that's it for the rest of that. Let's just do the drums now. We got hi-hats and orchestral snares. And now this thing. Oh, this is the hi-hats. This is a tambourine, but it's pitched really low because of a glitch with the sound with the DLS file. Okay, so we will copy that. Actually, I think I already did, but let's copy it again. And then we'll go to find first empty, call it drums. Drums. Now, let's go clone this harp. And then we are going to reset this volume, reset the mixer track, and hold Alt and put it down to here. What is supposed to be here? Oh yeah, that was just the piano. Okay, so now this is going to be called drums. And we're going to go to part 10 within the sound canvas. Go to SC80 Pro Map, standard 3. Turn off the reverb. And then we're going to paste this line. Now then we're going to go select channel 10 and Alt-D to change. And now we have the tambourine at normal pitch, but this crash is not the crash that we want. It's supposed to be an orchestral crash in the game, which I don't know why. They have a standard crash in the game. Guess they just ended up not liking the sound effect. They have it stored in the ROM, I should say. Okay, so let's cut this. And then let's go to clone the drums. And then we'll call this crash. Go to orchestra. And then we'll paste that there, but FL Studio is not going to paste it there because we don't have our view there. But now the regular orchestral crash goes at B. There we go, that's the one we want. Now, this is also not the snare we want. This is, we want it to be the orchestral snare, which is actually also in the standard drums. Nice. Now, the crash is panned to the left pretty far, so let's go ahead and correct that by compensating with the panning. Now it's center. Lovely. Now let's give these mixer tracks. Go to drums. Crash. Now let's drag in our defaults. And call this drums. And this crash. Now our congas are also going to be panned internally. But we can't correct that, so let's go and, we can't correct that by choosing the main pan because it's going to put everything off. So let's just go to advanced. Find conga. Yeah, all the conga stuff. I don't remember which conga is which. Just put them all at center. Mute high conga. Open low conga. And open high conga. Yes. There we go. And I think the tambourine is also internally panned. Let's go find tambourine. Wait, I saw it. There it is. It's panned slightly to the right, so let's correct that. Nice. Now let's give this reverb. Nice. And let's take the exciter off the crash because it already has too many highs as it is. And we can raise the volume because the crashes took a hit in volume whenever we did the panning compensation. Lovely. Okay. Good morning. Good morning, Bizarre Bar. Welcome. Went from Pokemon to Zelda. Ah, yes. I think some of this music took a lot of inspiration from Zelda, actually. Okay, so now that we have all the pieces, let's put it together. So we have our melody, which doesn't start till right here on 4. We have our synths, which start at 4 also. And then we have our bass, which doesn't start till 5. And then our drums, which is the only one that starts at the beginning. And I think the organ should be louder. Yes. Maybe also the piano. Nice. Now let's give it a Maximus. Let's limit our bass. Oh wait, what is that? Oh yeah, it just started over. Whoops. I forgot we have a loop point. Let's limit our mids to 3. And wow, look at our highs going off the chart. What is that? That is a lot of our drums. So we want to limit that to 9. Okay, that's not so bad so far. Okay, so that pretty much fixed it. It's still pushing the limiter a little bit, but... Okay, let's check our volume, our mids now at the beginning. We could give the organ a little bit more mids. Yes. Nice. Yes, there we go. More highs and mids. Lovely. Alright, looks like our mids are behaving. Our levels are behaving, and our frequency spectrum is behaving, so let's go and loop this thing. Okay, so I need to go to bar. Okay, so let's cut that, and then now we have our loop clean. Actually, wait. Oh wait, that's a lot of highs. What are we doing right there? Yeah, that's too much highs right there for that organ, so... I don't want all those highs right there. I can't automate this, so let me just... Let's see, this is like 35,000 hertz? No, 3,500 hertz. Let's just stop that, and then go and put a... let's put a parametric EQ on it, and let's try to find 35,000 in the info bar. 35,000, there we go. 3,500. Oh, but now it's not really too bad. Huh. Nice. I think the organ should be louder still. Yeah, I think the organ should be, like, we should disable the parametric EQ on that part. So let's go to melody. Find out where that high-ish really note goes. Okay, here's where it should stop. $26. Nice, now they're behaving. Okay, so now let's clone this part, the loop. Nice. Okay, so now let's go. We have to do an ending. So let's go and see what this lends itself to. So let's take into account what our chord progression is. This cadence is in E major. We have E major to F diminished to this one is F sharp, B, and C sharp. That is a, whoops. Oh, I still have the thing set. Let's see. That's an interesting chord, is what that is. Oh, that's a sus4 chord. It just looked bigger in the piano roll. So, and then it goes to major. So it's like, so the sort of chord progression we have is, we have E major, F diminished, F sharp sus4 to F major. Okay, so what we could do is go to C major because, no, we could go to B because F is the 5 of B. Or so it would be, no. Right, and what did we start out with? It's kind of B major, B major-ish, yeah. I think this piece is generally in B more or less. Yeah, it's pretty much in B. So if we end in B, that's really ending the piece normally. Okay, so I say end it in B. And look, we can lead right into B with this note right here. Let's move our selection here. Okay, now let's go to our organ, which doesn't actually play anything here, so that's okay. We just have a harp doing the rest. Lovely. Okay, so now let's let that play out. Nice, now let's see what our synths want to do. Synth here is easy, it's a layer of the same thing. Now let's go to rounded square. Rounded square does nothing. The other pulse, wait, that is the other pulse. Yeah, so that's gonna do, wait, that's gonna do exactly the same thing. It's like a layer. Exactly, wow, why is that? Why do we have two pulses layered together? That is crazy. So does he really have two pulses layered at the same time? So where is that? That pulse is here. Where is the other one? Oh, that's the piano that I'm hearing. Oh, that is two layered together. And these are the exact same instrument. One is just panned a different way. So I say, we don't, that is not, like, I don't want to do that. Let's not double up the notes. So what I want to do, unless, yeah, that's not, let's just use the one. But though it does give a nice doubling of the thing, I'll keep it. Okay, that's fine. I don't care. So that's our synths. Now our bass. See what our bass wants to do. Bass is a solid also B. Boom. Yeah, solid ending. And then we end on a kick. And let's end it on a crash too. No, that's a whistle. Where's the B? Where's a crash? Nice. Lovely. Nice. Okay. So that's all for that theme. I think let's we will come back maybe tomorrow. We'll come back tomorrow with what are we doing tomorrow? Disc 2 Mount Pyre. Oh my, that's a weird theme. Okay, so we'll be doing Mount Pyre tomorrow, and this will be also on YouTube tomorrow. All right, y'all. Thanks for coming to the stream, and this is Jam and Sam signing off. Until next time.